You think you know the Silk Road, shimmering silks, aromatic spices, gold and jewels, all moving slowly across vast deserts and rugged mountains. But what if I told you the most powerful trade on the Silk Road wasn't immaterial at all? What if, alongside those caravans of merchants, something far more influential was being exchanged? Ideas, ancient philosophies, systems of governance, entire ways of understanding life, power, and the human soul. These invisible goods quietly reshaped empires, religions, science, and culture across continents. Imagine it: legal systems, scientific principles, and profound spiritual philosophies, all on the move. Long before the internet, this was humanity's first global network. It was a web of intellectual and cultural exchange on an unprecedented scale. And the most valuable cargo, the cargo that would truly change history, was completely invisible. This network wasn't just a passive conduit, it was an active blender of civilizations. A traveler starting in Xi'an, China, might encounter Sogdian merchants, Persian administrators, Indian monks, and even Roman traders by the time they reached the Mediterranean. Each interaction was a potential exchange of knowledge, a new way of thinking about math, a different approach to medicine, a story about the nature of the universe. This constant flow of information meant that a discovery made in one corner of the world didn't have to stay there. It could ripple outwards, influencing cultures thousands of miles away. This was the true engine of the Silk Road, not the exchange of luxuries, but the relentless, unstoppable movement of human thought. Take Buddhism, for example. It began in India, a philosophy and spiritual practice centered on compassion and enlightenment. But it didn't stay there. Following the trade routes carried by monks and merchants, Buddhist teachings began their long journey into Central Asia and eventually into China. But it wasn't just religion that spread. Buddhism brought with it new artistic styles that influenced sculpture and painting. Eventually helping to spark the Renaissance. Meanwhile, one of China's most important inventions, papermaking, moved west. This seemingly simple technology had a massive impact. It made books cheaper and more accessible, accelerating literacy, improving record-keeping for governments and merchants, and making education available to more people. Knowledge began to multiply and compound, all because ideas and the technologies that carried them were allowed to move freely.